Do you have any suggestions or advice for people who are developers who are junior and don't have a lot of experience under their belt? How could they get into Web3 more easily?
Honestly, the best way to get into Web3 is just to just hop in, just start, researching stuff that might seem interesting to you. So if you're, strictly like the development side of a lot of things, just start researching how to write Solidity code or how to write smart contracts. I know there's a bunch of other languages, being tasked around like Viper and stuff. Just start doing tutorials online. That's how I got started. Just yep, doing small tutorials and eventually, building projects on your own. And that's probably the easiest way to start doing it, to be completely honest.
Nice. What are some of the upsides and downsides of freelance development?
Honestly, so back when I was doing freelancing for smart contract auditing, probably one of the benefits of it was that I didn't have to work that 9 to 5. I could set my own schedule and kind of just, do what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. Obviously, it required some discipline there that, maybe not a lot of people have. So that might be a downside too. But probably one of the biggest downsides is when you're first starting off, you're probably not going to get paid a lot. You're probably going to do a lot of work for free, which is fine. I mean, that's how you get your experience. But I mean, just know that, as soon as you start doing more and more of it, you start getting the grind, you start understanding, okay, and start, disciplining yourself. Eventually, you'll start getting paid real well. But I'd say that's probably downside is, you probably don't know when you're going to get paid or if you're even going to get paid for doing a small project. So that's something to keep in mind about the downsides of it.
What do you mean by you don't know if you're going to get paid when you're doing a project?
So So when I first started, I guess I was doing work for Code for Arena, the DAO. Basically, they're a smart contract auditing firm where they, projects go and they're like, "Hey, we want our smart contract audited." They go, "Okay." They release it to, the DAO, and there's a bunch of wardens, what we call them, basically a bunch of other security auditors who go and look at their smart contracts and try to find bugs. And it's a big competition. But back then, from what I remember, was that we didn't really know when we get paid. We just know that a contest was a week long period to to submit your findings, and then from there you'd wait X amount of time, and then you'd get a deposit into your wallet address. Usually before, back then, I would say it took about a month, maybe a month and a half, sometimes even 2 months, depending on how fast they were. But from what I've heard, it's gotten a lot better now. It's a lot faster. But back then, I'd have to just get schedule. If I had bills that I needed to pay, I'd do contracts as early as I could, and then hope that I'd get paid just in time to cover whatever bills I had to pay, or buy whatever I wanted to buy. So that was kind of my issue back then, is I never really knew when I'd get paid. I just knew I'd get paid eventually.
Taking some risks, I guess, to start your career is always
Right.
a good way to do it.